Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Inside Owl Athletics. I'm Justin Mahan. The field hockey team season has come to an end, but not without a fight. The Owls nearly sprung a major upset against number 16 SUNY Cortland on Wednesday in the NCAA tournament. The game was scoreless heading into the second when Cassie Smith capitalized on a rebound save to bring Keene State up 1-0. But that was the only time the Owls found the back of the cage. Cortland tied the game up in the 55th minute with a goal from Jessica Welch, and the Red Dragons were able to gain the upper hand. Just 3 minutes later, the Red Dragons scored again to take the lead, before tallying a few more goals to take the game. Final score was SUNY Cortland 4, Keene State 1. And the field hockey team would not have had a chance to play in that tournament without their Little East Conference Championship victory on Saturday. Keene State looked to take an early lead and were able to do so with a powerful shot from Kendall Brown. Owls up 4-0 in the second half, and Nina Bruno completes her second hat trick of the postseason to increase their lead to 5. Just 1 minute later, Keene State was awarded a penalty stroke, and Cassie Smith sent the ball into the upper left corner of the cage. The Owls took the championship title for the 5th year in a row with the biggest scoring margin in championship history. Keene State took down Westfield 9-0. The All-Conference and Player of the Year awards are out for LEC Fall Sports, and the Owls are well represented. For men's soccer, William Salta made first-team All-Conference, and Conor Leahy was named to the second-team All-Conference. And women's soccer is well represented. Nicole De Almeida is the LEC Defensive Player of the Year. She was also first-team All-Conference. And Patricia Norton and Tori Lairs both made first-team All-Conference, and Katie Siligy, Taylor Farland, and Julia Pearson were all named to second-team All-Conference. In field hockey, Nina Bruno earned LEC Rookie of the Year, and she also made the first-team All-Conference. Joining her are Jensen Danino and Cassie Smith. Allie McCall made second-team All-Conference as well. The LEC Volleyball Coach of the Year is Owl head coach Bob Weiner. This is the second time in 3 years he has received that award. And Riley Bunker is the LEC Defensive Player of the Year, second-team All-Conference. Rachel Lamica made first-team All-Conference, and Bailey Wilson was named to second-team All-Conference. And this week's Owl Athletes of the Week come from field hockey and women's swim and dive. Field hockey's Nina Bruno earned the title after being named Little East Conference Tournament's Most Outstanding Player. And swimmer Hannah Wood was named Athlete of the Week after her impressive performance against Boston College. Congratulations to all of our Fall Award recipients and our Athletes of the Week. The men's and women's swimming and diving team tested their skills against the NCAA Division I Boston College Friday night. Men's swimmer Kyle Shattuck captured the 400 individual medley, was part of the third-place 200 medley relay team, and finished third in the 100 back. Anthony Hubbard also joined in on the 200 medley relay, while adding a fourth-place finish in the 200 freestyle. And the women took fourth place in the 200 free relay with the efforts of Rachel McKinnon, Hope Walsh, Hannah Wood, and Katie Brandeberry. Wood also added a third-place finish in the 100 backstroke and a second-place finish in the 200 back. Walsh took fourth place in the 200 freestyle and third in the 500 freestyle. Both the men and women will hit the road on Saturday, November 18th to take on Wheaton and Springfield Colleges at Wheaton. The field hockey team had an uphill battle to get to where they are today, Little East Conference champions. That result came from hard work, determination, and trust. We welcome back field hockey captain Cassie Smith to wrap up the season and tell us about the team's overall accomplishment. Cassie, welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
So first things first, the tournament game on Wednesday, the team kept up with the intensity with Cortland the entire game. How were you guys able to do that?
You know, we actually prepare for something like that in the middle of the season. We try and play those hard NESCAC teams. We play Trinity, we play Amherst, we try and play Smith. We try and play teams that'll prepare us for such a hard game, and that's exactly what we were doing with NCAAs.
Now, keeping up with that intensity, how proud are you of the team to keep up that intensity and the overall success for the tournament?
I'm so proud of my whole team, and I told them that, you know, I mean, a couple people were a little sad that we lost, and I was like, girls, be proud of yourselves. We kept up with them. It was a 0-0 game at halftime, you know. Who could be more happy about that than, you know, me as my senior year, and I couldn't be happier with my team right now.
Now, we were talking a little bit before we sat down. You said like every single game, you get out of that game, you lost your voice, and we see it a little bit today after that game. How intense are the games, especially for you going and leaving your senior year?
You know, it gets more and more every year, the intensity, like as a player. You know, your freshman year, you're a little quiet, and then by your senior year, it's like you're talking the whole time, you know. You're telling your team, like, where there's a pass, what's going on. We cheer. If anyone's gone to a Keene State hockey game, you'll see that the entire warm-up, that's all we're doing is yelling and cheering each other on. You know, like, here we go, 1-1, like, here we go, 2-5, here we go, 1-4. Like, everybody just yells each other's numbers and is, like, pumping everyone up.
Now, heading back to the Little East Conference tournament, Nina Bruno named most outstanding player for the tournament. How is her transition going from preseason up until now?
You know, I think it's tough going in as a freshman, and I could see that in her. So we always try and like boost them up and just let them know, like, it's okay, like, you're fine. Like, she's a really good player, and she just needs to know that. And so we try and tell her that and to boost her confidence as much as she can. And she found her voice on the field, basically. Like, you know, she found where she should be, what she should be doing, and that's pretty much what she brought to the whole tournament.
Now, this is your senior year, so this kind of wraps up your career. What is one thing you're going to remember out of your 4 years here at Keene? You know,
it's funny. The thing I'm definitely going to remember the most was definitely playing with my sister. You know, not many people get to play a college sport, but to play it with their sibling, you know, it's awesome. And I think I'm really just going to remember the memories, you know, all the fun, the bus rides, the team bonding, you know, pouring the cooler on our coach. It's things like that, the funny stuff. So one time, someone's shoe broke during a game, and when she like ran off the field, and our coach turned around and screamed like, "Who has a size 6 shoe?" Like, and that's what you remember. You remember those funny moments where you're like, "That's crazy," but it's fun.
What are you gonna miss the most?
I'm gonna miss having like a family, you know. I mean, you have about 20 different girls, and then you have some coaches that are always there for you, you know, any time of day. You could call pretty much any one of us at like 2 in the morning for something, anything, and we're gonna answer, and we're gonna be there for each other. You know, we have a different understanding of each other than anyone else does, and we have this bonding experience because of field hockey.
Now, leaving the team as a senior, how confident are you and comfortable with the team leaving it in the hands that they're in?
You know, it's always going to be a new year, and there's always going to be people coming and going every year. You know, we lost people, and we came back, and we did it. And I always believe in every single player on that team, and I believe in our coaches, and I think that they're going to make it work, and they're going to step it up again and hopefully bring home number 6.
All right, well, Cassie, thanks for joining us, and congratulations on Championship 5.
Thank you so much for having me.
While the fall sports are winding down, KSC students are ramping up for the winter season. Last week, they kicked off the upcoming winter season with the annual Hooties Nocturnal Knockout event. And event organizers are saying it was a huge success. Students filed into Spalding Gym to help Owl Nation and KSC athletics kick off the winter sports season. They grabbed their t-shirts, raffle tickets, and some even signed up for the halftime activities for the event, all to get ready for Hooties Nocturnal Knockout.
And we really just try to get everybody involved, and we have a lot of school spirit, and just get ready for the winter season and get everybody excited, do some games, give some prizes away. It's a fun time.
Some of those games and events include free throw contests, a relay race, and even Hungry Hippos. A major highlight of the night was the half-court shot, where a student had a chance to receive a $1,000 scholarship if they made the basket. KSC interim president Dr. Melinda Treadwell made an appearance at the event, taking part in the knockout competition and even being one of 3 judges for the men's basketball dunk contest. President Treadwell says events like this help build school spirit.
This is a chance to get revved up for the winter events that are coming up. So as we gear up and close out the fall athletics and move into the winter, this is a chance for us to get ready for basketball and be ready for it when it really comes in the next few weeks. So.
Organizers call this year's event a huge success, and they want to make next year's Nocturnal Knockout even better.
My hopes going forward is that it just keeps continuing to get better. I think this year we even improved, and we benefit from everybody's input, so we always try to talk to athletics, talk to the athletes, see what they like. We talk to all the students, try to get their input, and we really definitely take in what they say and then try to adapt it so we can make it the best event.
The fall season comes to a close this weekend with the men's and women's cross-country teams competing in the NCAA New England Regional on Saturday at 11 a.m. And winter sports are up and running as women's basketball heads to Westfield State on Wednesday for a 6 o'clock tip-off, while the men's team heads to Southern Vermont on Wednesday for a 7 p.m. start. And on Friday, the women's basketball team hits their home court as they take on Framingham State University for a 4 p.m. start. And as always, you can catch all the action on the Owl Athletic website. Just go to KeenOwls.com, click on the Game Day tab, then select Live Broadcast. Again, that's KeenOwls.com, Game Day, then Live Broadcasts. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. I'm Justin Mahan, and I'll be back next week with another edition of Inside Owl Athletics.